Hey guys, hey everybody, and welcome to my channel, to another unpacking video on modern Ukrainian homestead. Well, this time we're talking about batteries, as I promised. So right after we have been unpacking this, the inverter utility is going to be mounted soon. The final preparation before actually mounting them, and I have to show you what's specifically inside those batteries. So this is the JBD manufacturer. I will give the link, of course, to these products, but what I have to say about this, so this brand name does matter, but does not matter at the same time. Why so? It matters because this factory is actually already working for about 3 years, and they are all their attitude they are putting into gathering and assembling the batteries. They also produce BMS themselves, but what they put inside the box, it absolutely depends on you and what do you request. In my case, inside it's Sapless V30 BMS with the active balancer. Let me show you. It's located over here, the button, and it's also in there. We will see it. And what kind of cells you can use? Of course, it's lithium iron phosphate batteries. The cells you can use inside are 280 amp hours up to 320 amp hours. So everything that is in between, some manufacturers have 300, 304, 314. It just depends on which one will you pick. In my case, it's lithium inside, 304. All of them. So all of them have the same BMS, all of them have the same cells. So I will be using vertical and stackable combined, despite they look different and despite they may look different. Because, well, literally stackables will be sitting one on one, 4 of them, and this one will be right nearby to it. You will see later how it will fit in the tight space that I have, but that's the only configuration. I cannot put the 5th on top, so I'm using this option to actually fit it in. What else? So, since I have this one unpacked, let me start with this one. Let me explain you what's going on. So the external view of it, very easy. On front you have the sticker. It's a sticker, literally. You can undo it if you don't like it. It doesn't really matter. It has a screen with some kind of capacity buttons, alarm run, and physical buttons up, down, exit, confirm. How does it look once you turn it on? Because it has this physical switch over here. It looks like this. And in my case, of course, it will be shooting the alarm button because it's relatively cold here. I believe somewhere around 2-3 Celsius right now. And lithium ferrum phosphate doesn't everything that is below 5. I believe it won't even charge at this kind of temperature. Of course, it will be moved in the warmer area in my end, but it's just sitting here and waiting for the mounting time. What else? What else here on this side? So this is interesting. On this side, you have this kind of sockets to connect the cable. Where did I leave one? I just can't remember if I put it somewhere. Oh, here I have. Same ones already undone. So in my case, I just bought this locally because they were not supplied inside with the battery itself. So this is the M8. In my case, it's 25 mil height or length, whatever. But you can use a shorter one. 25 actually gets specifically almost, and if you will use a terminal to connect the cable, so it will just fit exactly. So this is probably exactly what's needed. What's interesting about this one, that you can rotate. It has this kind of a hole, I would say, to fit the cable, and you can put it in whatever place. It just doesn't matter. Come on. So right now I want it on top. You see? It's on top. In this case, I want it to be that side. Let me just switch it and to make it to go to the other side. Literally. Yeah, that's it. So any place, no issues, no problems. What else do we have here? As I showed you, balancer switch. So we just push it and it will light blue. I will not do it right now because it's cold. I will do it later in the other videos once the installation happens. There are some kind of settings for ADS. I'm not sure what's this. Yet there is a reset button physical that is down there. There is the CON input terminal, and there are RS485 terminals 1 and 2, and the physical on-off button. Let me undo this for you. So I will have to probably take out these set of bolts and the bottom ones, and on the other side to actually remove this cover so you will be able to see what's inside. And let me switch it off because we don't want it to be on at this moment. Yeah, hold on a sec. Almost unscrewed it, and actually I figured out that I haven't told you one important thing about the wheels. The wheels here are very interesting. And I mean, the vertical obviously has some, and that's an interesting thing, but this is not what I wanted to show you. I mean, once you actually put it in position, you can do it using this kind of stuff. You see right now at the bottom, the black thing is moving up. But once you are done, you can actually make it go down, fully touching the surface, and like fixate the position so it will not be moving anywhere, and that's very, very handy stuff. The wheels itself are really nice and sturdy, I would say. It allows this kind of 120 kilogram beast to move easily around the floor at whatever space or place you have, so no issues with that. So that's definitely a good thing. Stackables doesn't have this. Theoretically, you can order like kind of a flatbed system that you can put it on, and that will have the wheelies similar to this ones, and that you can move all your stackable pack around if you need to. But in my case, since these will be stationary, I'll just like put them one on one, and that's it. So let me finish undoing. So a couple of bolts left, and I will show you what's inside. Open it up. You see the cover is right now here, and like I can detach it fully, but I just don't want to. Like, I mean, it's really literally can be detached without any issues. Like the cable actually moves here absolutely freely and easily, no issues with that. But let's take a look at how is it assembled. And so far, I see 0 to none issues. Close to none issues with the packaging itself. Maybe like these things should be done more neatly, like, I mean, literally, but it doesn't really matter much because like these are flexible, so regardless. Each contact is secured tightly, has a thermopaste on it. What else? What else? Like, let me show you. So here is specifically the BMS, like this exact one item. This is the terminal, the negative in our case, the positive one that goes from that side. If you may see, it actually gets in here, and here we have the fuse that is built in. I'm not sure if you will be able to see it or not. I will try to focus. Yeah, you see it, 400 amps. That's the fuse that is used. And literally, like, it's really connected nicely and securely, so no issues. I don't have any trouble. So the positive goes into, and like then the minus last one gets in here, and everything is okay. So this is the BMS, and the active balancer must be that one, specifically because that's the cable that goes from this kind of button, this kind of switch. So a lot of space, a lot of place to actually mount it and to connect it, like no issues. In this box it fits absolutely perfectly, nicely, evenly spread, like nothing touches. So I don't have any issues with how it's built or with how it's connected. The compression plate, so what's important as well, so it has 2 bolts on this side and 2 bolts on the other side. And I mean, it's used because, well, you see the band, actually a little bit of band that goes like this, the little bit of bump. But like, I mean, I don't have any issues with that because every single cell has got this kind of like secured interspacers with them, so to say. The Textolite spacers also are located here. So these kind of plates from Textolite material. What else? I don't know what else. Like, I mean, you see everything yourself. So for those who know what it is, they see like that's a good battery. That's it. So you just have to like use it, and like nothing specifically. What can go out? BMS itself, active balancer. I mean, and the fuse. Like these are the only elements that can get broken in time more quick than the cell itself. Like, and literally, having so much space inside here, it's very easy to manage and to change it without any troubles. What else? Yes, since everything is not welded and actually used on bolts and nuts, and this means that you can easily, in case needed, replace cells in case that might definitely be required. So about the cells themselves, let me check. What can you see here? So that's the capacity, I believe, and the date of manufacture. And this must be the lithium cell. So this is the secured valve, and like each of them has kind of date and sticker. I don't know. I will not be disassembling again, checking it for validity for basically like if they are genuine, original, whatever. I'm not actually up to this. From what I see, I am happy what I see. If you want to, you may, but I'm not doing this time. Anyways, let me undo that one, the stackable one. It is heavy, so what I can tell, it is way easier to work with the vertical one because I did it myself, like without any troubles. Just like lifted the like this box, lifted it up. Like opened, have seen where the top and where the bottom is, lifted it up and put it on the wheels and just like slide it down on the surface, and that's it. Like that's very easy. But with this one it was way harder. 2 persons only, like one single person cannot do this unless you are a heavy power lifter. 120 kilos, and like, I mean, literally you have to lift it. So that's quite a lot. What else? It sits on its own. You see these legs holders down there, the black one. Yeah. And if you put one on top of another, here are the prefabricated places where it should sit. And what is very handy, each of them has this kind of handlebar. Not the handlebar. Handlebar is actually this one, so you can, like, for lifting manually, like you use 2 on each side, so you can do this. 2 person can lift it literally. But these are the handles for like stacking them together. So if you put another one on top, you actually connect to this kind of joint that is on the top one, and then you connect it, and that's it. There are 3 of those. So one this side, one on this side, and one on the back side, right? So they're exactly the same. And let's see the front panel. So what do we have here? So first of all, same sticker that you can undo if you don't like it. You can put your own brand, whatever. It doesn't matter, literally. But I like this brand, so it looks nicely done. No issues with that. The earthing cable, same stuff. Absolutely same screen. No issues with no changes. Absolutely same, identical. Same lights for capacity, LM and run, same ADS stuff, same ConRS entry, Ethernet entry, inputs, NRS 485, 1 and 2. And here we don't have a physical switch, we have only like the reset button, and you are doing switching on and off with this reset button, holding it for, I think 10 seconds, to hold it for 10 seconds and it will switch on. And for 3 seconds it will switch off, or vice versa, I just don't remember. We'll try later. Active balance switch, in my case you have to ask for it, or if that one is included in the version that you want to get, always ask for it, because like, sometimes it may be, sometimes it may be not. And these kind of sockets, literally for plus and minus. Hold on a sec, let me just get it. Okay, so here are they. And you can order these kind of sockets in pack or differently. You can order the whole cables with the sockets. It just like depends on what you have. So what's inside here? I measured it. It has 9.8 millimeters internal in diameter. And for this rubber cover it's 12 millimeter diameter, and for this specifically the internal diameter of this one is 17 millimeters. So now you know your measurements, so you know which cable can fit into. I believe it's for 50 square millimeters cable thickness. I believe it's designed for that one. At least that's what I plan to use here, given my numbers and my capacities. So I mean, and these are just like plugs, so you literally plug it into and that's it. So no physical connections like on the vertical one. So that's more handy. But I mean, it's just different. It doesn't really matter much. So let me undo again this top cover and we will see what's inside. Unscrewed all the tiny bolts, the black ones. And here is the cover, so here is what's inside. Let's take a look. It looks very, very similar, if not even same, I would say. So all those flexible bars, connection bars, and I mean all the joints and connections are nice and neatly done. The only thing that, as always, you can actually not be happy with is like these kind of things. Like it could be like a little bit more, a little bit better. But I mean, that's really, it doesn't matter. It doesn't like influence on the work. Absolutely. And like, what is different in comparison to the vertical one? That it has way tighter space, not that much space as it was over there. That's the display board. And in this case, the active balancer is on this side and the BMS is on that side, down there. And the only difference that I see so far, so as you may see, the plus connector is actually paralleled. The minus as well is parallel because like here are the sockets, right, for plus and minus. The fuse is on the minus side. So that's the only difference, the major difference that I have noticed from the vertical one, as well as the button switch that exists on the vertical one. And here, you're literally using this reset button, as I told you. That's it. Everything else is absolutely same. Fuse same, cells same, same numbers. Which one is clear, more clear to read? You see, right? I mean, well, what can I say? It's a good product. It looks like a good product. I will have to try it in works. Of course, I will do it. But so far, I don't see any major difference between the stackable and the vertical. So just choose the one that you are more comfortable with. In my case, since I have a tight space, and you will see later in some later videos, I will have to use 4 of them stackable, and that will be the great stuff to do. And one vertical will fit just like nearby the wall, and they will work in combination all together. As I told you, those 4 verticals are from my friend, so that these are his batteries, so he will do with them whatever. I don't know. Like he decided he wanted to go with verticals for some reason. That's his choice. Like in my case, stackables were the only option to fit within the tiny space. Yep. In general, that's it. I am giving you the links for those with different capacities. You can just check it for those with different capacities. And literally, the best cost-effective solution is to go with the bigger boxes, the ones that are 28 amp hour cells, 300, 304, 314, 320, whichever you like. Just pick those. But if you need a smaller batteries like 100 amp hours or 200 amp hours or 230, they also have it. It just depends, like up to your preference, like how do you want, because like this one literally is heavy. Like you cannot do this with your own 2 hands. Like with vertical, yes you can. With stackable, no, you won't be able to. You have to use someone additionally or use any kind of lifting device, whatever. So yeah, this will be it for now. And see you later, guys. Well, I will have to mount all this stuff and connect it and to make it working. Thanks. See you. Subscribe for more.